Welcome friends. In this video we will see our experiment number 1, which is our desktop computer. The desktop computer will have a VDU, that is a monitor, and then a CPU, then your keyboard, mouse and speakers. Okay, these are the components of your computer. Next we will see monitor in detail. For a monitor you need two cables, one cable for data transfer and other cable for power supply. Blue cable is for your data transfer and black cable is for your power supply. This blue cable is connected between your monitor and CPU, where the data from the CPU it will be transferred to the monitor via this blue cable, and this power supply cable is connected to your supply source, by which you can turn on your monitor. On the right hand side of the monitor you can see that you are having the control buttons for the monitor, where you can change the different parameter of your monitor like intensity, screen position, all those things can be changed here. And your power turn on and turn off button is located at the end. Your power turn on and turn off button is located at the end. Now this is where your power button for your monitor is located. By using this button you can turn on or turn off your monitor, and by using the next various control you can control the various function of your monitor. You can control the various function of your monitor. Now this is the cable which is used to connect your monitor to the CPU, through which the data is transferred from CPU to monitor. One end is connected to CPU, other end is connected to monitor. Okay, both ends are similar. One is connected to monitor and the other end is connected to CPU. Now this is the back side of your monitor. You can see we are having two pins, one pin for the power supply and the other pin for the data transfer between your monitor and CPU. These are the control buttons which are located at the bottom of your monitor. Now this is the front side of your CPU, on which you are having your power button at the top right. On the top right you are having your power button, and then you are having two USB ports for connecting pen drive or for connecting a USB cable. Then at the center you are having two audio jacks. One jack is for mic and other jack is for a headphone. Green color is for connecting your headphones, red color is for connecting your mic. Next we will see the pins which are located at the back side of your CPU. On the left side you can see a provision for power supply cable. On the right side you are having cooling fan for cooling your SMPS. You are having two PS2 connector pin for your keyboard and mouse. The violet pin is for your keyboard and the green pin is for your mouse. Okay, this pin is called as PS2 connector. Then you are having a cooling fan which will cool the internal components of your CPU, right? This cooling fan is for cooling the internal component of your CPU. Okay, next the violet pin is used for connecting your monitor to the CPU. Below that pin you are having two USB ports, and below the two USB ports again you are having another two USB ports, and next to that USB ports you are having a provision for your LAN cable. You are having provision for LAN cable, below which your audio pins are located. One is for speaker out, another one is for mic in. Okay, these are the pins which are located at the back side of your CPU. At the bottom end you are having slots, you are having empty slots which can be used for TV tuner card or 5.1 or for an external modem. This can be connected to your CPU by using the bottom slots. Next we will see the internal components of the CPU. By removing these two covers, you can see the internal components of your CPU. Next we will see the internal component of your CPU. On the top left you are having your SMPS. It delivers power to motherboard, processor, RAM, hard disk and CD drive. Okay. And similarly it delivers power to keyboard, mouse, right. This is the power source for your CPU. Okay, that is called as SMPS. The green board you are seeing is your motherboard. Now it gets its power from SMPS via the cable, the yellow and black cables, right. It is getting its power supply from the SMPS. Similarly, you can see that processor is getting its power from SMPS via a set of cables. On the center of your motherboard, you are having a cooling fan. Under the cooling fan, you are having your heat sink, and below that heat sink, you are having your processor. Okay, your processor is located below the heat sink. Okay, next to the processor, you can see you are having a blue line. That is your RAM. That is your RAM. Okay, in this CPU, you are having two slots for RAM. Okay, in this CPU, you are having two slots for RAM. The blue lines are your RAM slot. You are having two RAM slots in this motherboard. It will vary from motherboard to motherboard. The round coin like thing which is located near your processor is the BIOS battery, and that is your BIOS battery. It is very important component in your motherboard. That is called as your BIOS battery. The next component we will see is hard disk. Hard disk is located on the right side in the CPU. Okay, at the bottom you are having your power supply cable, and above that you are having your data transfer cable. That is your power supply cable, and above that you are having your data transfer cable. Now this is an SATA hard disk. Now this is an SATA hard disk because of the cable type. This is the cable type. Because of this cable, it is called as SATA hard disk. Okay, this is your hard disk. This is your hard disk. That is your data transfer cable, and that is your power cable. At the top, you are having another pin by which you can connect in another hard disk to this hard disk. Next, we will see how the pins are connected at the back side of your CPU. The first pin is your monitor cable. Now this is a monitor cable which is connected to the back side of your CPU. Align the cables properly and then connect it at the back side of your CPU. The next pin is your keyboard pin. In this CPU, your keyboard is having a PS2 type connector. Your keyboard is having a PS2 type connector. A keyboard or mouse, it can have two types of connector. One is PS2 connector or USB connector. If it is having PS2 connector, connect it at the top. Okay, if you are having PS2 connector, connect it at the top. Okay, then here the mouse is having a USB type pin, and hence this USB type pin will be connected at the bottom. This USB type pin will be connected at the bottom. Your mouse will have either a PS2 connector or the USB type port. Again it will vary with respect to the motherboard. Some motherboard will not have PS2 connector and some motherboard will not have USB connector. Okay, check with it. Now these are the cables which are connected at the back end of your CPU. One is monitor, one is keyboard, another one is mouse. Next we will connect the speaker pin to your CPU. Next we will see keyboard. Now this is our keyboard. Now this keyboard is having a PS2 connector. Now this keyboard is having a PS2 connector. Now these are the function keys in your keyboards. And now this is the layout with your keyboard. It will vary with respect to makers. Next is your mouse. This mouse is having an USB type connector. Okay, and you're having left button, right button and center button. This mouse is having an USB type connector and this keyboard is having a PS2 type connector. Your mouse can have a PS2 connector or a USB type connector depending upon the make.